घड़ी क्या होती है, आपदा में कितने मनोबल टूटता है।
जब तक बनाए नहीं तब तक क्या खुश होना है, जब तक बना के दिए नहीं सरकार ने तब तक अभी क्या खुश होना है हमने।
Joshimath, a popular tourist destination in Uttarakhand, a gateway to most major pilgrimages, and a place of strategic importance to the Indian Army. It is on the verge of sinking. Cracks have appeared on roads, streets, and on the walls, floors, and ceilings of over 600 homes. Chief Minister Pushkar Singh Dhami has also rushed to Joshimath, and scores of residents were shifted to safer locations as the area was declared landslide subsidence zone. According to reports, about 70 families have been relocated so far. A protest has also broken out against a nearby NTPC project. Locals have been against the NTPC's Tapovan Vishnugad Hydel project since its inception. They are alleging that a 12-kilometer long tunnel being built nearby is responsible for the land subsidence in Joshimath. Locals and activists claim that the boring machine being used to scoop out earth is leading to dewatering in the region, which in turn is leading to ground subsidence. NTPC meanwhile said in a statement that the tunnel built by NTPC does not pass under Joshimath town. This tunnel is dug by a tunnel boring machine and no blasting is being carried out presently. The sound of these cracks were also heard in Delhi. The Prime Minister's office on Sunday held a high-level review meeting on the incident. Though the government has also now stopped all construction activities and formed a committee to study the geologically unstable region, the cracks aren't new. They appeared in 2021 as well, and warnings were issued about the sensitivity of the area nearly 50 years ago. The 1976 Mishra Committee report had warned about such an eventuality in the future of Joshimath. The report had advised against any heavy construction activities. According to reports, the sinking is the result of ground subsidence or vertical sinking, where the Earth's surface gradually sinks with a displacement of subsurface materials. Resultant damage has been observed in almost all wards of Joshimath. Despite the warnings, the Uttarakhand Himachal region has seen an uptick in government investment when it comes to the massive road, hydropower, and other structural projects. In December 2021, Prime Minister Narendra Modi laid the foundation stone for 23 developmental projects worth rupees 17,500 crores in Haldwani, Uttarakhand. Prime among the projects inaugurated by the government is the Char Dham all-weather road project. Such construction projects loosen and add to the weight of the more vulnerable terrains of the Himalayan foothills, which are the youngest mountains of the world. The rising population, due to tourism and lack of proper drainage infrastructure, also increased the built-up areas, changing the town's ecological dynamics.
Because it's a very fragile, youngest and loftiest mountain system of the world. It is in the process of development, as a result of which there is a consistent stress condition. Unfortunately, down the years, despite there are so many norms for the developmental projects, but either they are not foolproof or these norms are not followed properly.
Malika Bhanot, an environmentalist associated with the Ganga Ahwan, also explains why urban construction projects can be harmful to the sustenance of the Garhwal region. Ganga Ahwan is a citizen forum working towards Ganga conservation in her upper reaches.
So this entire belt of Garhwal Himalayas in the Ganga basin has the most fragile ecology that we can speak about the Indian Himalayan region. Now, in an already vulnerable area, the development that had been envisaged right from the very beginning has always been on the same lines, which means that you construct the same hydropower projects that you would do in any other valley, which means that you would do road widening excessive. Now, they are also proposed Char Dham railway project in the same area. There is excessive tourism inflow that is coming up in this area. The buildings that are coming up are not seismic sensitive. There are cemented structures which are coming right besides the rivers. So So the overall development, so-called development, that has happened in all these years has never been in consideration of the vulnerability and fragility of the area.
Speaking of the government's role in the matter, Bhanot also believes that
First is that we have to completely stop these mega projects. Now, the second step is for development vis-a-vis ecology. For that, there was a declaration in 2012. Such an aspect came about. 3 hydropower projects were cancelled in the Bhagirathi Valley, and that entire valley was declared as an ecologically sensitive zone. Now, that eco-sensitive zone is left to be implemented as we speak till date. If that would have happened, we would have had a blueprint to show. So declare all these valleys as ecologically sensitive zones, which means that you divide the activities into prohibited, into regulated, and into promoted.
Sati, on the other hand, believes that while the train has left the station for Joshimath, it can be an important case study for future planning in the region.
Joshimath can be a big lesson for the planners, for the people, for future. We should study multidisciplinary. We should study this area with a multidisciplinary approach, and then after we should come with some solid finding. Multidisciplinary approach means that it should be socio-economic aspect integrated with the ecological aspects, with the geological aspects, with the town planning aspects, with the other developmental activities, or yes, of course, other aspects, historical aspects as well.
Joshimath is clearly an alarm bell and a wake-up call when it comes to strategizing developmental goals in the Himalayan foothills. While the government has shown agility in setting up a committee to study the geologically unstable region, geologists are skeptical and are pressing for radical reforms in the infrastructural policies of the region.
If you like this video, share it and subscribe to Business Standard. For more news, views and insights, log on to www.business-standard.com. Do also follow us on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Telegram and LinkedIn.